A challenge has been issued to Stranraer to finish off the season in style. A mathematical miracle is needed for the Blues to squeeze into the playoffs, but Stevie Farrell insists his side will not be taking their foot off the pedal. His side have won 4 league games on the spin for the first time in 3 years and will look to make it 15 points from a possible 15 for the first time in 5 years tomorrow, Saturday, against Raith Rovers. The manager said, "The playoffs are just not going to happen. There would need to be something like 4 6-0 games and it is just not going to happen. I think we motivate the players simply with the run they are on and the way they are playing. We set them a challenge at our broth that we wanted to win the next 6 games. We have won 4 of them and we reminded the players of that at training last night. That is the aim for the next 2 games. 2 victories would take the Blues to 56 points, enough to reach the playoffs in 9 of the last 13 seasons." Tomorrow also marks the final home game of the season, with Farrell keen to sign off with 3 points. To do so, they will need to overcome the visitors from Kirkcaldy, who could yet leapfrog Ayr United and take the League One title. Realistically, they could need 6 points out of 6, and even then that might not be enough, if they are to avoid the playoffs. The Blues will have to stop them without the services of Ryan Thompson, Paul Woods and Angus Beath. Joining that injured trio is Ross Leone, who is unlikely to play again this season, having suffered a groin injury. Farrell's options are boosted by the return of David Barron and backup goalkeeper Ryan McLaren, who has missed the last 3 games. The manager also revealed who would have been between the sticks if Curry had been injured or sent off during the past 3 games. He joked, "Maybe Ross Leone. He is 6 foot 2 inches and a good stature. He would have been ideal. We had not thought about it and would have crossed that bridge but hopefully never come to it." The latest victory in Stranraer's 4-game winning streak came against Ayr United. A bumper crowd packed Somerset Park, but the home fans were left disappointed with Grant Anderson and ex-Airman Scott Agnew giving the away side the win. Farrell praised his team for the impressive run and said, "It is all down to the players. I cannot stress that enough. It is not about me or the coaching staff. It is about the players. We were sitting 3rd in the league and, particularly, when you see senior players of quality leaving the dressing room, it can be soul-destroying. You can only react one of 2 ways. You can either be positive and roll your sleeves up or you can feel sorry for yourselves." The players reacted in the former and have been fantastic. Last meeting Stranraer 1-0 Raith Rovers the 20th of January 2018. A first win in more than a decade over Raith Rovers was secured thanks to Angus Beath's early goal. Dylan Dykes made his debut in place of Grant Anderson, but it was another loan signing who was on target. Visiting goalkeeper Graham Smith dropped a cross under pressure from Stephen Oko and David McKay, and Beath fired home the loose ball. Kirkcaldy side created little in the first half, with the best chance falling to Liam Buchanan. Lewis Vaughan's clever flick sent his fellow frontman through on goal, but Cameron Belford was on hand to make the block. Oko almost doubled the advantage after good play by Paul Woods, but Smith was equal to the shot. Kyle Turner and Ryan Thompson both came close after the break but could not find that crucial second goal. In the end, the single goal proved enough, with Raith unable to find a way past Belford. Beath's goal was the first winning goal for Stranraer against their opponents since 2003, when Kevin Finlayson scored the only goal. Stranraer, Belford, Scott Robertson, Neil, McGowan, Hamill, Woods, Agnew 89, Turner, Beath, R. Thompson, Dykes, Leone 83, Oko, Anderson 67, not used, Elliott, Gray, Holland and McLaren. Raith Rovers, Smith, J. Thompson, Murray, McKay, Scott Robertson, Court 69, Barr, Matthews, Davidson, Spence, Buchanan, Furtado 58, Bunn. Not used, A. Watson, Heron, Hendry, OSEI Poku and Lennox. Last 5 meetings 1-0, Beath, at Stair Park on January 20, 2018 3-0, Spence, Buchanan and Vaughan, at Starks Park on December 30, 2017 3-0, Vaughan 2 and Spence, at Starks Park on August 12, 2017 0-3, Williamson, Sloan and Hislop, at Stair Park on April 4, 2009 2-1, Weir and Wilson, Mullen, at Starks Park on January 17, 2009 Stranraer's last 5 games win via Ayr United, A. 1-2, Anderson and Agnew, P. win via Alloa Athletic, A. 0-1, Neil, win v4 for Athletic, H. 2-0, Agnew and Leone, win v Arbroath, A. 2-3, Oko, Anderson and Agnew, P. loss v Queen's Park, H. 2-3, Robertson and Agnew, P. Raith's last 5 games win v Queen's Park, H. 2-0, Barr and Zanata, draw v Arbroath, A. 1-1, Buchanan, P. win v Albion Rovers, H. 2-0, Barr and Zanata, win v East Fife, H. 2-0, Barr and Davidson, win v Airdrieonians, A. 1-2, Vaughan and Thompson, Robertson, last time out Stranraer lineup: Beer United, Curry, Robertson, Neil, McGowan, Leone, Elliott 66, Hamill, McPherson, Hawkshaw 73, Agnew, Anderson, Turner, Oko, Scott 57, not used, Gray, Dykes and Barron. Raith Rovers lineup: v Queen's Park, Smith, Thompson, McKetty, Heron, Matthews 50, Murray, Robertson, Barr, Davidson, Buchanan, Furtado 83, Bond, Hendry 83, Zanata. Not used, McKay, Spence, Cord and Bryan. Referee: both Stranraer and Raith Rovers have 100% records when it comes to matches involving tomorrow's referee Kevin Graham. The hosts began the league season with a 1-0 victory over East Fife, with Jamie Hamill scoring midway through the second half. That was followed up in January with a 3-2 home win over Airdrieonians in an eventful tie. The visitors opened the scoring through new signing Dale Carrick just 2 minutes into the game. However, Stephen Oko scored either side of halftime, his first goals at Stair Park, to put the Blues on top. Willis Furtado, now with Raith, leveled things, but Angus Beath would score the winner. Mr. Graham was the man in the middle at Starks Park back on July 29 when Raith welcomed Cowdenbeath. Lewis Vaughan and Liam Buchanan scored in the opening 32 minutes to seal all 3 points on that occasion. You have to go back a bit further to find the last time Mr. Graham took charge of a tie involving Raith away from Kirkcaldy, though. It was March 2015 and a trip to Palmerston, with the hosts coming on top 2-1. Vaughan was again on target, but his strike was sandwiched between efforts from Ian Russell and Gavin Riley. Current Stranraer man Grant Anderson came off the bench for the visitors that day. Programme: Final Beyond the Bandstand of the season is available at the turnstiles, priced at just £2. This edition features Captain Scott Robertson on the cover, plus Blues boss Stevie Farrell tackles the A to Z. Charlie Rigg looks at our title glory in 1998. Rob Mason explores the link between Ian Porterfield, Raith Rovers and Sunderland. Ross Leone talks about his time at Stair Park. Admission entry prices are as follows: adults £15, concessions £65, £10, secondary £5, primary free. Information for away fans: photos, Stranraer FC, Bill McCandlish.